Every time I get acknowledgement from my people, it validates what I'm doing with my life. And that means more to me than anything in the world. If I can live and have that pride and have my daughters respect and know that their mother was able to do this and that they can too.
Wow. Jayne Kennedy is a cultural icon, one of the most popular faces on TV in the 70s and 80s. She really blazed a trail as the first Black woman to co-host a national sports show. That was the NFL Today on CBS, and now she's telling the story of her amazing life in her new book, Plain Jane, and Jayne Kennedy is here. It is so great to have you, and to me, it almost seems just plain Jane. You are anything but plain, and you know, it's so exciting to have you here. Really a pleasure. And that you're sharing your memoir. I mean, we haven't heard from you for a long time, and it's so amazing that you were back and you were telling your story. What are you telling us in the book? What can we expect?
I find it amazing that I'm back too. But this is a time that I've decided that I'm going to reclaim my narrative, because there's so many stories about me, so many people that think they know me from the past. But you have to remember, back then, there was no social media. So, you know, all you had was Jet and Ebony magazine when it came to knowing who Black artists were. And there I was, you know, rising to the top. And I didn't know it because I didn't have the ability to look on social media, to look up on Instagram, and to find out, you know, all the things, the streaming that wasn't there before. So all we had to rely on was 3 networks, and that was all that I had. In terms of media, it was Jet and Ebony, and I didn't know the success that I was making until many decades later.
Wow. And I mean, as a young girl, I mean, you were just, wow. I mean, you were just larger than life. We saw you everywhere. And as a young Black girl growing up and seeing you on TV, I mean, you were such an inspiration for so many of us. Did you know that, at least? Did you know that you were making a difference for young Black girls everywhere?
I did, and that was probably the most important part of my work, because, you know, that not in the beginning, but later on, you know, I did find that there were times when you did recognize the strength of television and being on television as one of the first African-American female sportscasters. That was huge. I mean, the viewership, and at that time, ABC, CBS, NBC, that was it, but CBS ran Sunday football, because the NFL Today, when they said you were looking live, that meant something. No one else could do that. And then you have reporters that are in print, and they're not able to report on the game until Monday. So for me to be on camera and to get that information out, that was huge. That was huge.
But that wasn't your first. You were the first Black Miss Ohio, right?
I was the first Black, Miss Black to win Miss USA, Miss Ohio USA.
Sorry,
yeah, I'm stumbling with
it. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I mean, really a trailblazer.
Yeah, And you know what? I didn't realize that even until I'm on social media, and some guy says, "Look what I saw," and he sent me a photo. And I said, "Oh my God, I gotta go see that." I called my daughter, and it was hanging in the Smithsonian Museum. I said, "Savannah, we're going to the Smithsonian tomorrow." And I walked in the room, and on the wall with Nat King Cole, Diana Ross, Nichelle Nichols, oh my God, these were legends. These were legends, and there was I.
Another legend. Another legend.
On the desk of the CBS NFL Today.
Yes. I mean, it is remarkable, and you're still so humble about it, and you're looking at the others and not at yourself, but we're all getting a glimpse into your life with this memoir. Tell us why you wanted to write it now.
I wanted to write it, I've been writing it for 25 years, and I just wanted to be able to put my words, because as I said, many people have been saying what their words are, but it was important for me to say my words. But more important than that, I wanted people to know who I really was, not just Jayne Kennedy on television or in movies. You know, there's the first quarter, we talk about Jane Harrison, which is my life growing up in Wickliffe, Ohio. How wonderful my parents were. Many times you'll find people talking about in books how the first part of their life was such a struggle and sadness and pain and tears and damage to character. And here I was living this glamorous life with my parents and my 4 sisters and my 1 brother in a small town in Wickliffe, Ohio. And so it was, and then I decided to move to California. And, you know, I'm saying all of this is possible, but I didn't know that at that point. So for me, at this point, I want people to know what's possible for them, especially young people. And I have people coming up and telling me that my father used to make us sit and watch you on television every Sunday. Me and my 2 sisters, we would watch you, and my dad would say, look at that woman. That's a Black woman. She's doing something nobody's supposed to be doing. No one is supposed to have a job like that. That's what they keep telling us. But you know, because you see her now, that you can do that too, no matter what field. And to me, that's really important. And Oprah saying, you know, we used to sit, she and Gail used to sit around and watch me on television on the NFL Today. And she would say, they jump up and down screaming, colored people on TV, colored people on TV. And it motivated her that she could continue.
Yes, I think you motivated so many of us. It is wonderful, and I know so many people want to meet you, and they will have a chance. You have a book signing out here on the 16th of October.
I do. It's our West Coast launch of Plain Jane, and it will be at the CAM, the California African American Museum, and right on the campus of USC. So you can make your reservations, please do, but it's free. There's no fee to enter, and we'll do a Q&A, fireside chat, and we will be signing books there.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
it really
you.
is a privilege and an honor to meet you today.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank
And
you
one
so-
of my biggest things that I'm proud of is that I'll be getting a proclamation this Friday from City Hall.
Yes.
Jayne Kennedy Day in Los Angeles.
Wow. And what a day it will be. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
again, there will be a book signing event October 16th at the California African American Museum. You can find more information about Jayne Kennedy by going to our website, kconews.com, and clicking Seen on TV.